many of you wish that you could spend more hours of your workday doing something you actually liked? Like something you were really good at, something that you so enjoyed that you would do it even if your employer didn't pay you. Right? And I will not tell your employers that you will do it for free, that's okay. But most of us would, right? And some of you are thinking, I really wish I could do anything that I like during my workday. And unfortunately, that's the sad fact of America. In fact, according to a study from Gallup, only 1 in 4 Americans gets to do what they do best on a daily basis. 1 in 4. That means that 75% of us are spending days at a time doing things that we're not as good at or simply bad at. And I don't know about you, but days bothers me. We only have so many days in this life. And it's too short to be spending time doing things that we're not as good at. And so, I don't know about you, I would love to spend more of my time doing the things that I am best at. And to get us thinking about how we're going to, how it would be best to spend our time, we're going to do an exercise. Each of you has a sheet in front of you that says, like, using your greatness. I'm going to ask you to pull that out. It's divided into 2 sides, and we're going to do a writing exercise. I'm going to ask you to write a phrase 2 times. And it's, don't start yet, but the phrase is, I get to do what I do best every day. You're going to write that twice, and this is a timed exercise. So go as fast as you can, and I'm going to see how long it takes as a group to do it. Don't start. Once you are done, hold up your pen so I know that you're finished. Everybody got it? I do what I do best every day. Are you ready? Get set. Oh, I forgot to tell you. I would like for you to use your non-dominant hand. So everybody switch hands. Are you ready?
Yes.
Get set, go.
Didn't read the instructions.
You're ruining our time.
Oh, I didn't read the instructions.
Skewed our bell curve. Can't read it.
Yeah, no, I quit.
This is actually
I failed.
You can read it.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, for time's sake, I'm going to go ahead and stop us on that one. 1 minute and 30 seconds. We're going to do this again on the right side of your paper, and I would like for you to switch hands and use your dominant hand. Let's try the same exercise again. We're going to write, I get to do what I do best every day 2 times. Are you ready? Get, set, go.
Cursive.
All right, 24 seconds. So, over a minute more it took us to use our non-dominant hands. And did you feel the tone of the room when I asked you to switch hands? Yeah, like, And can any of you read what is on the left side of your paper? Yeah. Well, this is what it's like when we work in our weaknesses. But don't worry, the professional development world has got a solution for you. What they will do is they will study where you are strong. They will take a look at where you are weak. And they will spend all of their time focusing on those areas of weakness to make you better. Right? And you know what it leads to?
Nothing.
Mediocrity.
Right.
Yay, mediocrity. But about 60 years ago, a psychologist by the name of Dr. Don Clifton asked a question. He said, what will happen when we think about what is right with people rather than fixating on what is wrong? What will happen when we think about what is right with people rather than fixating on what is wrong with them? And so that's what he and a bunch of researchers began to do. They began to study a whole bunch of what is right about people. And here's what they found. That the people who were most successful were managing around their weaknesses, but they were mostly focusing on their strengths. And in fact, he found that people who focus on their strengths are 3 times as likely to experience a great quality of life and 6 times more likely to be engaged in their jobs. And another amazing thing about this is that it's not just for a select group of people. Everybody has talent. Talent is just a naturally recurring pattern of thought, feeling, or behavior. Some people have a very positive attitude. Some people like collecting random facts that will be used later. Some people go deep into relationships. Everybody has talent. And what they have found is that there's 34 general categories of talent. And they actually spent 4 decades learning how to assess them. These are different areas of talent. You can see how many there are. There's an assessment, and it's you can call it either Clifton Strengths or Strengths Finder, that will help to assess your greatest areas of talent. What it does is you take a questionnaire, and it ranks your talent from 1 to 34, and it will tell you your top 5 areas of talent. And this is your best chance of greatness, your best chance of success, and it's already in who you are. I took this assessment about a year ago, and it told me that I like to think strategically, I like to achieve, I'm good at focusing, I love being analytical, and I endure learning. And it changed things for me. It changed how I approached my work. It didn't change my job, but it gave me information on what I needed to be most successful. And it's made me enjoy work more, I'm more productive, and I'm more satisfied. And it's something that I wish everybody knew, because it even changed my relationships with my husband, with my son. Those are even better too. And so I am so passionate about people understanding and knowing who they are that I started a new endeavor, and it's called Pulse and Performance, where I'm helping everybody from individuals to teams to organizations learn to discover and productively use what they already have in them, because what you already have is great. I love being able to coach individuals around their strengths, because working with individuals, it gives them a voice to tell people what they need to be successful, and it helps them know that they have a competitive advantage in who they already are. I love getting to work with teams of people to discover their strengths together, because in doing so, they can communicate better as a team, and it gives them tools to be successful and tells them what their competitive advantage is as a group. And I hope that all organizations can embrace this, because people who use their strengths are actually 7.8% more productive than people who don't. 7.8% more. Really, out of all of this, what I want you to know is that who you already are is good enough. You already have talent within you that can lead to greatness. And if you don't know what that is, I hope that you find out. If there's something that I can do to help you do that, my information is there. I'm passionate about this because I know it works. I was working with a team last week, and I had a woman say to me, she's in her 50s, and she said to me, she said, "Where was this 30 years ago?" She said, "I wish I would have had this at the beginning of my career, because I wasted so many years trying to be somebody that I'm not. And I said, I know, I get it, me too. And you know, the best time to learn this concept and about your talents might be at the beginning of your career. But the second best time is as soon as possible. So I hope that you can learn what you are good at, that it can lead to greatness, because I believe at the core of who you are can make you exceptional.